Hi, I'm Rachel Davies. I am a registered nutritional therapist and a health coach. And today I want to talk to you about the importance of gut health and supporting easy and effective digestion in order to support our overall well-being. I'm also going to be giving you my 5 top tips for supporting the gut. So first of all, what is the digestive system? So the digestive system is essentially a long tube that runs all the way from your mouth right through to your bottom. And along the way you've got the stomach, the small intestine and the large intestine, with the accessory organs being the liver, the gallbladder and the pancreas. Now, at a very basic level, the digestive system is really important for the digestion and absorption of nutrients from food. So you could have the best diet in the world, but if your digestive system is not working properly and effectively, you're not going to absorb all of those key nutrients from the food. The digestive system is also one of our key elimination pathways. So the body binds up in the stool any waste and toxins that it doesn't want. So supporting our bowels to move healthily and regularly is a really important way of getting rid of waste from the body. So not only is the digestive system important for the absorption of key nutrients, it's also important for the elimination of waste. So the digestive system also houses an incredible microbiome. You might have heard of it before, the gut microbiome. So this is essentially an ecosystem of microbes, so bacteria, fungi, yeasts, viruses, which sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? Because when we grew up, we were told that bacteria were bad and we wanted to kill them off. But actually, this amazing ecosystem of microbes, when we keep it nice and balanced and well nourished, has amazingly profound effects for our digestive health, but also for our overall well-being. So this microbiome lives predominantly in the large intestine, and I like to think of it a little bit like a garden. So what we want to achieve is a really diverse range of microbes that are thriving and producing lots of benefits to the body. Think of these like lots of different flowers and plants. We want them to flourish and thrive, and crucially we want to keep the weeds at bay. If the weeds, which are the more opportunistic bacteria, are allowed to thrive, they can contribute to lots of digestive symptoms. So things like bloating, abdominal pain, diarrhea, constipation, those sorts of things. Now we know now that the health of the gut microbiome is not just linked to digestive well-being, but it's also linked to so many other parts of the body and health. So there's a really strong connection with mental health, with immunity, with skin health, with our metabolism, appetite regulation, the list goes on. So supporting that gut microbial garden is a really important way of supporting gut health. So what are my 5 top tips for supporting your digestion and supporting optimal gut health? So tip number 1 is stay hydrated. At a very basic level, we need that hydration to keep the bowels moving, to keep the food moving along the digestive tract, and to make sure that we're supporting those elimination pathways so that we're having regular daily healthy bowel movements and preventing constipation. Water is really important for the production of a lot of gastric juices, in particular the stomach acid. We need water to produce stomach acid. Now, stomach acid gets a pretty bad rep, but it's actually really important for lots of different things. First of all, it's one of the first lines of defense for our immune system. So as food enters the stomach acid neutralizes any nasty pathogens and bacteria that might have come in with that food. Stomach acid is also really important for the early digestive phase, particularly important for digesting proteins, and it helps to prepare other nutrients to be absorbed later on in the small intestine. Tip number 2 is prioritize whole foods. Now, unfortunately, in the UK, about 50-60% of our diet is made up of ultra processed foods. So these are foods we really don't want to be putting in the body on a regular basis. Ultra processed foods don't resemble the ingredients that they originated as. They tend to have had multiple layers of processing in factories, lots of chemical additives, emulsifiers, artificial sweeteners, etc., which are really damaging to our gut microbiome and allow lots of those weeds to thrive. They can also be quite inflammatory to the digestive system, and crucially, they're quite devoid in nutrients and fibre, which the digestive system really needs in order to be able to work effectively. So instead, prioritise whole foods, foods in their most natural form. So fruits and vegetables, lean meats, nuts and seeds, fish, eggs, beans and lentils, herbs and spices. Foods in their most natural form are going to be much more nutrient dense, so providing a lot of key nutrients that the digestive system needs to produce a lot of its digestive juices. So stomach acid, for example, we need zinc and vitamin B6 to produce that. Digestive enzymes, we need a certain amount of protein to produce those. But also these whole foods are going to be much more fibrous, and we need that fibre to feed our beneficial gut microbes, but also to maintain gut motility, so keep those bowels moving. So tip number 3 is to eat the rainbow. Now, I absolutely love this phrase. I use it with so many of my clients. Mother Nature has blessed us with so many wonderful, colourful, vibrant plant foods, from the red of red peppers through to the dark green of kale and the deep bluey purple of blueberries. All of these wonderful plant foods have their own unique makeup of vitamins, minerals and antioxidants, which really help to support the health of the gut microbiome and to really calm any digestive inflammation as well. The other thing is, a lot of these lovely plant foods are filled with something called polyphenols, which are particular molecules which feed our beneficial gut bacteria. So we want to be including those. Now, the gold standard is to aim for about 30 different colourful plant foods per week. Now, I know that sounds like a lot, but we're not just talking about fruits and vegetables. That also includes whole grains, nuts and seeds, herbs and spices, beans and lentils. So just think at each meal how you can up your plant points. Can you add a couple more things to your breakfast, a few more things to your lunch? And soon across the week, you'll realise that you can really easily hit that goal of 30 different plant foods. So tip number 4 is mindful eating. Now, I'm pretty sure I talk to all of my clients about this. It seems so basic, but it is absolutely fundamental to effective and easy digestion. How many of us are eating on the go, eating in between meetings in front of our computer screen, not fully focused on the meal in front of us? Now, I really encourage you to make time to sit at a table and just eat your food mindfully and really appreciating what it is that you're eating. We have a whole phase of digestion that happens before we even put a bite into our mouth. It's called the cephalic phase. So this is when we see the food we're about to eat, we smell the food we're about to eat, we start thinking about what it might taste like. And this helps to prepare the digestive system ready to take some food in. So the salivary glands will start producing saliva, the stomach acid starts to get ready, the whole digestive system stands to attention, ready to receive some food. Now, if we're grabbing some food 10 seconds after we've even thought about the fact that we're hungry, we're going to miss out that whole cephalic phase. Plus, if we're eating mindlessly in front of the telly or in front of our computer screen, again, we're really going to miss out that phase. Another really important part of mindful eating is to chew our food properly. So remember, your stomach doesn't have teeth. So this is the main mechanical breakdown of food. You're really going to be doing your digestive system a favour by chewing your food properly, as it takes any pressure off the rest of the digestive function. I find with a lot of clients that experience bloating and digestive discomfort that actually just being much more mindful about their food, focusing on meal times and chewing their food properly can make a dramatic difference. And tip number 5 is to manage stress. Now, easier said than done, I know, because nowadays life is very stressful and a lot of us do live on that constant hamster wheel, almost constantly in our fight or flight response. But stress and the digestive system are really not friends. And the reason is that our body, when we feel stressed, when we feel fear or threat, is still primed to prioritize the systems it needs for survival. So it's going to prioritize the brain, the lungs, the heart, releasing glucose so that the muscles have got energy in case we need to run away. This is very much how we were built back in caveman and cavewoman days, and we really haven't evolved much since then. Now, obviously nowadays, that threat, that fear, that stress is coming from everyday life. So it's coming from an email from your boss, a nasty comment from a friend, rather than something actually quite significantly threatening our life, like a dangerous animal, for example. But the body is responding in the same way. So when we are feeling this stress, the body's going to focus on those key survival systems, not on digesting the lunch that you've just eaten. So anything that you can do to calm the nervous system will really support your digestion, particularly taking a few deep breaths and really getting into that parasympathetic rest and digest mode before you eat your food. The other thing is that if you are constantly tense and stressed, then that's also going to be impacted in your bowels. And often I can see that leading to constipation with my clients. So anything we can do to calm, relax the body is really going to allow the blood to flow back to the digestive system, for all of those digestive processes to work effectively and to get healthy, regular bowel movements too. I hope you found that useful. My name is Rachel Davies. I'm a registered nutritional therapist and a health coach. If you'd like to find out more from me, you can find me on Instagram at Rachel Davies Nutrition, or head over to my website, racheldaviesnutrition.com.